break my family up. Word on the love and hip-hop Atlanta streets is that one of the franchise's most solid couples is officially done. Yandy Smith is filing for divorce from Mendeecees Harris, and the reason is as messy as it gets. Sources close to production claim that the drama started when Jessica showed up at Yandy's house in tears, revealing that her own niece, Robin, had been secretly seeing Mendeecees for months. Robin, just 22, allegedly confessed everything to Jessica after getting caught with suspicious text messages and hotel rendezvous receipts. Jessica was so distraught, she confronted Yandy immediately, heartbroken and embarrassed.
And the reason why I did this is because when I said that is down on a woman who literally is already choking.
Insiders say Yandy was blindsided. Robin had been around their family in their home, at their dinners. To hear that Mendeecees was sneaking around with a young woman she trusted, let alone her friend's niece, left her speechless.
So Yandy's like, it's kind of loser.
The betrayal was too deep to ignore. After confronting Mendeecees directly, sources say he didn't deny it. He allegedly admitted to the affair, calling it a mistake, but the damage was already done.
It looked like
she grabbed me. No, she grabbed me. Was like,
no, I hit her up.
She grabbed me. She was like, yo, you still married? You still married? She
I told her. You told her that it was complicated.
Yeah.
Never say it ain't complicated, because it ain't complicated. It's perfect. Don't ever do that again. I don't give a what she do or what you do. She stand by you, you stand by.
Yandy reportedly made the decision that night to end the marriage. Lawyers were called. Papers were drawn up. She's not looking back. The rumor has taken over Atlanta, with fans and cast members stunned by the scandal.
Keep looking for a reason to break my family up. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Some say they saw the warning signs. Others are shocked Mendeecees would throw away his marriage for someone so young and close to the family. Robin has gone silent on social media. Jessica is allegedly mortified and has stopped filming temporarily. Meanwhile, Yandy is focused on her kids and reclaiming her peace. As for Mendeecees, no public statement. Just whispers that he's trying to fix things behind the scenes. But the streets are already calling it. Yandy is done. And trust, when love and hip-hop cameras pick this up next season, it's going to be one for the history books. It was supposed to be a quiet evening in Atlanta. Yandy had just put the kids to bed, lit a candle in the living room, and was halfway through returning emails when a knock at the door shattered the peace. It was late, too late for casual visits. And when she opened it, there stood Jessica. Face swollen from crying, makeup smeared, and hands shaking. Yandy didn't need to ask anything. She pulled her inside immediately, concern rising as Jessica collapsed onto the nearest chair, gasping like she couldn't catch her breath. Jessica wasn't just crying, she was broken. Her designer hoodie hung off one shoulder. Her purse had been dropped at her feet, and her whole body trembled. Yandy crouched in front of her, bracing for news no one ever wants to hear. "I didn't know where else to go," Jessica managed to say, her voice cracking under the weight of what she had come to confess. Yandy nodded, urging her to speak. Jessica looked her in the eyes, then immediately looked away, ashamed. "It's Robin," she said. "It's my niece." Yandy blinked, confused. She had met Robin a few times. Sweet girl, just barely old enough to drink. Always tagging along to industry mixers and photo shoots, trying to find her place in Atlanta's cutthroat entertainment scene. "What about Robin?" Yandy asked, her heart already starting to race. Jessica covered her mouth as if trying to stop the words from leaving her lips. But it was too late to turn back now. She's been seeing someone. Older. Married. Her voice cracked again. "It's Mendeecees." Silence fell like a curtain. Yandy didn't speak. Didn't blink. She just stared at Jessica as the words slowly filtered through her brain, one by one, each more painful than the last. Jessica went on, explaining through sobs how she had found out. Robin had been acting strangely, coming home at odd hours, being secretive, dressing like she was heading to red carpets when she claimed she was just meeting friends. At first, Jessica didn't think much of it. She assumed her niece was dating a promoter or a rapper, something harmless, even if messy. But 2 days ago, Jessica had picked up Robin's phone by mistake, thinking it was hers. One unlocked screen and 2 texts later, her whole world shifted. The name on the screen didn't say Mendeecees, but the contact photo and the messages made it painfully obvious. One message read, "You know I can't be seen with you like that. It's too risky." Another, "Tonight. Same spot. No talking after." Jessica scrolled further. Pictures deleted, calls, voicemails saved in her private folder, and finally, one blurry mirror selfie of Robin in a hotel bathroom with a distinctive tattoo in the background. The same tattoo Jessica had seen on Mendeecees' shoulder in an old Instagram photo. Yandy sat back on the couch, stunned. Her face betrayed nothing, but her eyes glistened with the beginning of a breakdown. Jessica reached for her hand, tears spilling again, apologizing over and over. "I swear I didn't know. I would never let this happen if I had even suspected." Yandy stood up and walked toward the window. Her back was to Jessica. Her voice was quiet but still hard. "How long?" Jessica wiped her face. "I think a few months. She never told me until I caught her. She said she didn't know he was married at first, but she kept going after she found out." For a long moment, Yandy didn't say anything. The silence was thick, painful. Then she whispered, "I invited that girl into my home." Jessica nodded, heartbroken. "I know. I'm sorry." Yandy turned around slowly. "You don't ever have to apologize for her. That's your niece. You didn't betray me." Jessica stayed for another half hour, sitting quietly while Yandy processed everything. When she finally left, Yandy didn't cry. She didn't rage. She just stood in the hallway, staring at the closed door. In her mind, memories began replaying in sharp detail. Robin smiling politely at the dinner table, Mendeecees brushing past her in the kitchen, a glance she didn't think twice about at the time. The weight of betrayal was unbearable. Later that night, Mendeecees came home like it was any other night. He walked in, set his keys down, and greeted Yandy like he always did. But she didn't greet him back. She stood in the middle of the living room, arms crossed, her face unreadable. He asked her what was wrong. She asked him one question. "Did you sleep with Robin?" The air shifted instantly. His face twitched. His hands froze mid-motion. He didn't answer right away. That silence was all the answer she needed. Yandy didn't yell. She didn't throw things. She just looked at him and said, "You brought her into my life. You stood in my face every day and lied. And for what? A little attention from someone half your age? You don't respect me. You don't respect this family." He tried to explain, said it wasn't serious, said it was a mistake, but every word made it worse. According to sources, Yandy said nothing more. She simply turned away, walked into their bedroom, and began packing a bag. The next morning, her lawyer was on the phone by 9 a.m. Papers were drafted by noon. The streets of Atlanta were buzzing within days. Rumors spread fast through the love and hip-hop community. Some cast members said they had noticed Robin acting too comfortable around Mendeecees at recent events. One claimed she saw them talking in a corner for too long at a private party 2 weeks earlier. Another swore she saw them leave in the same car once, though she didn't think much of it then. Insiders close to production said the news had shocked the cast, but not everyone was surprised. Mendeecees has always had a weakness, one unnamed source said. Yandy stood by him through everything, and this is how he repays her. Meanwhile, Jessica has gone quiet, allegedly embarrassed and avoiding filming. Robin has deactivated her social media. And Yandy? She's been seen around the city, looking calm, composed, and focused on her children. The rumor mill kept spinning. But one thing was clear. The marriage was over. And when the new season drops, fans already know this scandal is going to blow everything wide open. Y'all, Yandy Smith has been moving real quiet lately. Like, she hasn't been trending in scandal after scandal over the past few months. Sis is behaving like her name hasn't been dragged through the headlines, and honestly, it's giving intentional silence. But baby, the internet has not forgotten, and neither has the side guy, the blogs, or Tasha K, who's over here playing digital referee. Let's rewind for a second. Yandy's former best friend came out swinging with claims that left the internet stunned. She accused Yandy of drugging her. Yes, drugging her. And insinuated that while she was in a vulnerable state, Yandy was out cheating in London. This wasn't your average falling out. This was explosive. And what made it even messier? Yandy allegedly tried to shift the blame, saying her husband Mendeecees was somehow responsible for the chaos. Sis deflected harder than a quarterback on third down. But the drama didn't stop there. Word on the street is, Mendeecees was spotted in the club looking very single and reportedly telling anyone who would listen that he and Yandy were done. Like, no more love, no more VH1 fairy tale, just done. And apparently that moment was caught on camera. But buckle up, it gets even better. Enter the mystery man, the alleged side dude. After trying to keep things low-key for weeks, he finally decided to break his silence. According to sources, Tasha K lined up an interview with him, ready to expose the truth. But guess what? He tried to back out last minute, tried to act like he wasn't just in the group chat spilling tea. Tasha K said, "Oh hell no, not on her watch." So in true Tasha fashion, she made the audio available for the world to hear, and it was a hot mess. Then, trying to clean up the damage, this man jumped on Instagram and posted a long-winded statement saying, "Apart from me and Yandy, who else was involved? I've stayed silent while the internet did what it does." "Sir, please," he continued. "You rushed to the blogs. What are you discussing? Nobody even knew your identity." But then, and this is where it got real wild, he added, "To be clear, my involvement with Yandy Smith was not a one-time occurrence. It was a gradual thing." And immediately, the internet asked, "Why would you say that if you're trying to be respectful? Why even mention that it wasn't a one-time thing? Like, what exactly are you gaining from this? Because if this was about privacy, you would have stayed off the gram and out the blogs. But no, you wanted attention, and now you got it." Then he wrapped up with, "But I'm not here to quarrel or point fingers." Boy, you've been pointing fingers the entire time. Meanwhile, Yandy has been sitting silent, letting the speculation build and build, while everyone else catches strays. This man ends his statement with, "I accept responsibility for my role, and I'm proceeding in private." Oh really? Because nothing about this feels private. Let's be clear, the moment you started talking to the blogs, privacy left the building. The second you dropped that statement about it not being a one-time occurrence, you invited public opinion into the front row of your business. And as for Tasha K, baby, she already poured the tea and it's boiling. She emptied the whole kettle, then came back for the saucer. Now that she's in it, you already know she's not walking away without dropping part 2. This is no longer just a Yandy and Mendeecees story. It's a full-blown entanglement with broken friendships, secret affairs, public club sightings, and now the blogs holding audio receipts like trophies. And everyone is trying to act like they're the most mature one in the room. Meanwhile, the mess is pouring out from every direction. Yandy might be pretending she's above the drama, but the internet is saying otherwise. From ex-besties to estranged husbands to loose-lipped lovers, somebody's lying, and fans are just trying to figure out who. Because one thing's for sure, you cannot make this up. So what happens next? Will Yandy finally speak out? Will Mendeecees confirm the breakup rumors? Will the side guy post another respectful post while still airing out dirty laundry? Ooh, okay y'all, now let's talk about this mystery man again, the one Yandy supposedly been linked to. First of all, he is a lovely piece of eye candy, okay? Credit where it's due. You did that, Yandy. We're not mad at you for choosing a man who's easy on the eyes. But here's the thing, we've only seen one picture of them together.
One.
Uno. And yet folks claim they were dating for a while. So naturally, fans are asking, where's the proof? Where's the tea? Where's the thread of messy screenshots and blurry selfies we usually get when someone gets exposed? And let's not even talk about the S thread, because that's what's really missing. If this man is in London and Yandy's been posted up in the United States, then let's not kid ourselves. They were definitely S, so where are the receipts? The messages? The oops moments? Where are the half-naked mirror selfies? The leaked DMs? The tea we're used to sipping? I mean, give us something, because right now it's all sounding like he said she stayed silent and the public is just stuck in the middle, confused. Why would he lie? That's the real question. And honestly, I don't even know if I'm fully buying what he's selling. It's not adding up, especially with the timing. Could this whole storyline be nothing more than a setup for a reality plot? Because let's not forget, the first bombshell was Mendeecees allegedly getting caught cheating. That's where this all started. And back when it first dropped, even Tasha K said the whole thing seemed just a little too convenient. Now this man wants us to believe that because she cheated, he cheated back? Boy, if you don't stop with this revenge romance logic. He's out here sending voice notes to his girlfriend and playing victim when things get messy, but now it's supposed to be justified because of something Yandy might have done first? Child, please. At this point, I don't know what to believe. Maybe Yandy did step out. Maybe she didn't. Maybe this whole saga is just another love and hip-hop plot twist, with some Instagram filters and late-night tweets thrown in for extra spice. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure. This tea is steeping, and it's about to spill all the way down the timeline. Anyway, y'all, what do you think? Is the side guy telling the truth? Is this just a messy cover-up for Mendeecees' own shady behavior? Or are we watching the trailer for another reality TV redemption arc? Okay, now that I've heard everything, I gotta admit, it's starting to feel a little too real. Like, hold up, I'm clutching my pearls over here because Lord, this might not just be reality TV drama. This might actually be reality, period. Now listen, another person has entered the chat and is straight up saying that Yandy was never even legally married. Phew, baby, not wifey vibes, just a storyline. And then, on top of that, the latest twist. The man Yandy allegedly had an affair with wasn't just some random hookup.
No, ma'am. He was a longtime fan.
Yes, you heard me right. He literally grew up watching her on TV. A full-blown fanboy sliding from the comment section into her personal life. And allegedly, he had some very dark intentions. According to sources, he was plotting behind the scenes, and Yandy? She let her guard down. She let herself be seduced. Chilly, this is awful work, Yandy. Terrible. Now, I'm not saying Mendeecees is innocent at all, because from what I've been hearing, he's been out here in these streets wielding like a college freshman during spring break. Irrational, reckless, disrespectful. But baby, what's good for the goose clearly came back around to cook the whole gander. And you know what that means? If both Yandy and Mendeecees are staying silent right now, then it's only a matter of time before his mother speaks up. Y'all know she don't play. She's probably on Instagram as we speak, typing a paragraph with her reading glasses tilted on her nose. Let's not forget, she never liked Yandy to begin with. When the first round of tea dropped, she was the one who spilled it. And best believe, she still got the receipts. She literally said, "I was at the wedding. I saw it happen." So how are you going to say you weren't legally married? Now make it make sense. At this point, we need a family group chat leak, a lawyer statement, and maybe even a reunion episode with security on standby because the mess is piling up fast. Anyway, y'all already know how this goes. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss the next chapter. Because if Mama D, Mama Mendeecees, or Tasha K decide to drop more receipts, who chilly, we're going to need a mop for all this spilled tea.